Hello everyone watching this video. This video hopes to unite the AL community from far and wide and reflect on the positives you, the players, have had in this game. I will be going over 5 different topics that I'm sure quite a lot of people, old and new, will be able to relate to and understand in some way, and bring out some amazing memories and moments that you might have forgotten and might have come back to you. And although this might really only apply to older players, there is one fact that you cannot dispute. Loomian Legacy has changed your life in a way. Maybe some significant, others not, but it has changed your life and it has shaped you some way into the person you are now. So join me on a trip down memory lane as I explore the fundamentals of what it means to be a Loomian Legacy player. So sit back, relax, get a snack and enjoy the ride, because this video may bring out a few tears. Part 1. The beginning. The beginning of your Loomian Legacy journey puts down the roots that continued where you are today. When you logged on to Loomian Legacy for the first time, you begun that journey and you stuck with it now. Your thoughts on when you started the game, especially if it's a long time ago, were that of joy, because you would not be here today watching this video if you did not like the game back then. Your thoughts and opinions on the game in the past have affected your future decisions now. And whether you came from the ashes of Pokemon Brick Bronze, you discovered the game on Roblox, or you watched a YouTube video about it and decided to give it a go, we all share the first experiences of this game, which has led us here today. Part 2. Friendships. Friendships are another fundamental in what it means to be a Loomian Legacy player. Friends around us have given us incredible moments, incredible memories, helped us out with things, amazing laughs, etc. Just so many things that have been forged from a common love of Loomian Legacy. One pattern that I did notice was that people who played Loomian Legacy did not have other people in their IRL friend groups also playing Loomian Legacy. And this was probably quite a big reason, in my opinion, that people might have felt more drawn to become friends with each other with that common similarity, as well as also the love for Loomian Legacy being another factor. Now, a tweet that stuck out to me on a tweet I made asking about people's stories in OL was Rostanti's tweet, and he basically said that effectively OL saved him from taking his own life because he was lonely at the time and was able to make friends, and it gave him a will to live. Now, that is something pretty powerful, in my opinion, and just shows the impact of friendships can have. And so, Loomian Legacy has brought together so many people. Perhaps there might be other stories like that, but it just shows the power of friendship and the massive importance of having friends and how they can affect your life in a very positive way. Part 3. Memories. Memories are another fundamental of defining your time in Loomian Legacy. Over the years, and especially if you're an older player like myself, you have made many memories, I'm sure. It might be something simple, like, I don't know, finding your first gleam, or it might be something bigger, like winning a PvP tournament, or finding an extremely rare Loomian. There are so many different memories that people have, and if they're crazy enough for yourself, you're going to remember them for an extremely long time. Part 4. Goals and achievements. Goals and achievements are another fundamental of Loomian Legacy, as if you look back on what you've accomplished, you can just see how far you've come, how many new skills you might have learnt for it, if it's like a video for example, and you've reached a certain subscriber milestone, or let's say if it was for PvP in Loomian Legacy and you've worked on these strategies and teams. Just something that you've put work in. It might even be small, but something you're just proud of and that you've worked towards somewhat and reached is something special to you, and you remember it. And I just want to take some time to reflect on any goals or achievements that you might have reached. My favourite example of this is YouTubers on LL reaching 100,000 subscribers. jamiyjamie, Lucky HD, and Armenti have all reached above 100,000 subscribers, the majority of it from Loomian Legacy. And this is something very special, because this is something that is extremely difficult to do, and they have put hours, probably thousands of hours, into Loomian Legacy, and they've rightly gotten their reward from it. And hopefully in the future they can soar beyond 100,000 subscribers. I wish them the very best of luck with that. Part 5. Hopes and Dreams. The final fundamental aspect of Loomian Legacy I want to talk about is hopes and dreams. Now, you might have a hope or a dream that you want to accomplish one day, and you're working towards. This is effectively an extension of goals and achievements, as this is something you have not reached yet. But I can guarantee you, most of you who've been playing Loomian Legacy have been trying to work towards something. Whether it's trying to get a certain amount of GR value to trade for your dream Loomian, or it's training up to learn strategies to win a PvP tournament to reach that goal or achievement, or it's hunting to get your Loomian that you've been designed to hunt for all event. The possibilities on your hopes and dreams are endless, so keep reaching for them. And if you've reached them already, obviously that's going to fall under goals and achievements, because, yeah, look back and think about how did you get there, because personally for me, I believe it's not about the destination. Of course you want to work towards the destination, and you'll cherish the destination when you reach it, but when you look back on what you've achieved, you look at the journey, you think about what you've accomplished on the way to your destination, and that's what I find most important. So if you're working towards your hopes and dreams in Loomian Legacy, or you might have put it on hiatus, think about how far you've come so far, and if you can go further, because if you keep trying, you will reach your dreams one day. So don't give up, keep reaching for your dream, and the very best of luck to you. And I really hope that this does inspire you to go pursue your dreams, Loomian Legacy, and perhaps in the real world. Okay, thank you if you have gotten this far. This is the end of the main part of the video, but there are two more things I want to go over. One is your guys' stories, as well as a final conclusion to summarize everything I've said and end off the video. So, let's get into your guys' stories now. Enjoy. Okay, so for my first story, it is from Atana here, and because it is so long, I thought I had to cover it, and I wanted to honour it by just kind of summarising it. I'll put everything up on screen if you do want to go for a read through it, but it would take a very long time. So, basically explains he started after Sephiroth City came out, similar time. Basically, he was getting into the game, playing up until Halloween, and there was some kind of hiccup for him in December, which caused him to take a bit of a break, but he returned, started hunting, slowly getting more into it with rarer finds like Full Odds Gammas and SA Ice Muta, and it seems to be like a totally free-to-play G Suites card, which is very, very good for a free-to-play player. I have never seen anything like this, genuinely. And it seems he's taken a bit of a break, and he comes back around Easter and finds a Gamma shop around probably obviously later in June. So yeah, well, I'm not sure June, but I'm just gonna guess that. But yeah, that is a pretty interesting story. If you take the time to read through all of that, you might have an interesting time, because it is one of the most interesting stories I've ever seen, especially that is considering this guy is literally a free-to-play hunter. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, right, let's go on to the next story now. Okay, so, another one here from Viking. 2019 to 2020 era of LL was arse for me. Awful RNG, and I was one of the few people in my friend group who actively played LL. It wasn't until Halloween 2021 on October 31st where I found my GGSA Nevermare. Since then, I've made so many cool friends and I've come out of my shell a lot more. And honestly, because of that find and the people I've met, I've been learning so much about myself, and overall the people I hang out with now are a real mood booster for me. Everyone I consistently chat/VC with has been overall just making my life kind of better, and I'm glad. Very interesting story here, and obviously showing the power of friendship once more. And a lot of it seems to come from that gammaroblox Nevermare kind of opening up Viking to the friendships, you know, kind of that achievement, allowing that, which is interesting. And yeah, it's a nice story to hear, but let's move on to another story. Now, another interesting story from Gren here. So let's read a part of it. My days were filled with school and playing video games until one fateful day when everything changed. While browsing the internet on a sunny afternoon, I stumbled upon a game called Loomian Legacy, intrigued by its colourful characters and captivating gameplay. Okay, now that is a lot of paragraphs. I'm gonna have to summarise it, otherwise I'm gonna be here for an entire day reading this. So basically, Gren discovers LL, and it changes his life, it immerses him into it. And obviously he starts playing and becomes an inspiration and a motivation more than entertainment. And finding himself deeply engrossed, newly found enthusiasm, and the value of friendship, and a new direction, becoming more passionate about gaming, and its potential to inspire and motivate others. And so he created a YouTube channel to share this glory and this power he's discovered with everyone in LL. And people from all over the world were touched by his stories, and they found the same inspiration as he did, changing their lives in the better. Gren is like a saint, you know, he's changing everyone's lives, you know, through his content and his newfound wisdom, which he found at the wellspring of Loomian Legacy, by engrossing himself in the game and continuing to play it. And as Gren continued to inspire others, he knew that the impact of LL would ripple throughout his life and the people around him, leaving a lasting legacy of growth, friendship, and power of never giving up. Oh, and he became holeless and poor. Rip Gren. What a turn of events! Well, that's certainly an interesting story. The final story I'm going to be reading out loud is my good friend Booger's. So, let's get into it. I originally started playing Loomian Legacy in 2020 with a couple of friends. I was the main person who stuck with the game and began hunting for gammers. During the Halloween event 2020, I was bored and scrolled through some Loomian Legacy live streams, where I met you, which is directed at me, and I enjoyed chatting via the stream. As time went on, we eventually started speaking in private settings such as Google Meet and eventually Discord. I started my YouTube channel and felt more motivated at the beginning, and since I had you around, it gave me a bit more of a motive to try a bit. Eventually, you joined the Luma Rangers and eventually convinced them to add me to it, where I met all of the online lot. I think that's a majority of the stuff that you'd really need. But ever since I got to see the behind the scenes of you, Yorgig, Wolfie, and plenty of others, it's really nice just to know everyone personally as just opposed to a YouTube stream. Now, this is from a very close friend of mine, Booger, who I've known for almost 3 years in like LL, which is crazy. And you might have been able to tell, this was directly addressed at me, because I asked for it specifically because I knew it was going to be interesting. But yeah, this was overall an extremely interesting story. Obviously just showing, like, just started humbly and like getting into it, meeting new people, meeting even more people and just expanding, like a tree expanding its branches, growing new branches over time. And it's really nice to see in my friend Bruger's example, as well as many others, the power of friendship and how, you know, people have gone from, you know, themselves to being with others. And so many memories and things created because of this, because of the connection of Loomian Legacy. And just how it's changed their lives. And many others as well. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to have a little panel of a bunch of people's stories that I didn't think I really wanted to like explain and cover, but it's still interesting, and a few little funny jokes and gags from people's kind of joke stories as well. And after that, I will be heading on to the conclusion, where I can nicely wrap up the video and leave it off on a good note. Okay, so we're finally basically at the end of the video. And I just want you guys, if you haven't already, to reflect. Everything that I have covered in this video, and if it applies to you. Whether it's the beginning of your Loomian Legacy journey, the friendships forged along the way, the memories created along the way, your goals and achievements that you have finally reached, or the hopes and dreams that you are still reaching out for. At least one of these, or maybe even some of you, all of these apply to, and I hope you can just look back and enjoy what you have done. Even if the game is not as though it once was, there is something that at some stage you enjoyed, and I just want to bring that back to some people, and help people, you know, maybe shed some tears. And that is how Loomian Legacy has changed your life. Some of these things have shaped you into the person you are now. And with that being said, the video is basically over. Although I do have a few things to say that could help me out in getting this out there. So, if you have made it this far, please check this out. If you have made it all the way this far into the video, liking and subscribing would be extremely appreciated. I have put a lot of effort into this video, so anything is appreciated. But the main thing I appreciate the most is sharing this video out here. Sharing it to whoever you can, getting it out there, because I want people to reflect in the same way that you have if you have gotten this far. So, thank you for getting this far in the video. And if you do want to see anything personally about me, if you're interested in that for whatever reason, or my story to LL, because I haven't really said anything about it, then get this video to 20 likes and I will make that, because I think it would be interesting, as I'm just a casual who started sweating a lot and got to where I am now. So yeah, have a good day / night wherever you are, and peace out guys. Bye.